Good morning, everyone. It's cold here. I was thinking about going outside, but it's really cold out there too. But I got two people still sleeping. My son, my dear son, came to visit yesterday. Oh, he's looking so good. And just in time, we had a light bulb that was kind of doing the, oh, okay. And he's so tall, and I said, hey, son, can you... Yep. And sure enough, while he was here, we're talking in the kitchen, and I heated him up some of the dinner, and here it goes. Whoops, out now. Oh, okay, came on one more time. Alrighty then, and that was that, and just in time to unscrew and screw another light bulb in for Mama. Hey, don't tell me. He came just at the right time. Of course I could do it myself, but I have to get on a really high stool, and well, it'd be comical to watch me do it, right? Yes. So, which brought me to, I looked at the light bulb and going, now, aren't those better light bulbs, that just about cost you an arm and a leg? And, the old light bulbs that, I don't know if they have them phased out yet or not, but I remember years ago, yeah, the new light bulbs, more energy efficient. Well, my power bill doesn't show any of that. And they last a lot longer, and I've used them enough now going, nah, they don't. It's just another product. The old ones became so easy to make, and they were cheap, and then these newer ones now, they're just, yeah, you can be charged more again for something, right? Yes, because it's new, newer. It's what it is, right? Yes, I want light in the house when I can have it, so I go with it. But it's all right. It's okay. No big deal. But other things that I notice, promises being made. Oh, yeah, this is a better product. This, and then after a while, you're going, no, it's not. You just needed to invent something else so you can charge us more for it. Yeah, it is what it is. And, yeah. Anywho, so I had a nice visit last night with my son. And got some great news, too. Can't share it. Not allowed yet. Anyway, so we're in Exodus 28. Oh, I wanted to mention who, well, people watched the video, they've seen it. I heard from my friend Eldritch, my brother in faith. He's all right. Great news there, too. I was worried. I really was. God works in his own ways, and I saw this, I have to mention that now. I came across it, I turn on the tablet, and then I'll go and check out YouTube, and that's a new one. Let's see. Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry, it was on Facebook, and another brother in faith, Klaus, shared this lady who had a near-death experience. And I'm looking at this letter, I'm going, is that the one that years and years ago I read about? And turns out it was another lady, and her experience was really amazing. And the pictures that went with it, no doubt, according to, okay, yeah, this is what it looked like, what I saw in Spirit World. It's like one little segment after another, and going, yep, I never had a near-death experience, but I've always been very connected to Spirit World, so I've seen certain things have opened up, and you get a look into, oh, this is what it's going to be like, and this is what's going to await us. And I didn't say me, us. I feel like every time I have an experience or an experience, my whole life is just an experience with that. It's never just about me. I always feel There's always the we, the us, the our, right? Our. Right? I seldom also talk, even when I describe something, sometimes it is just I, because mainly because I don't want to affront anyone with, well, that's you, not me, kind of thing. But most anything that I relate is always as we. Yes, in the multiple form. It's interesting. It feels right. Exodus 28. We're in Exodus 28. I guess it's going to keep on going. Let's see what else there is. Okay, from the priestly vestments. I was just going to say the clothes for the priests. From among the Israelites, summon your brother Aaron and his sons to be priests in my service. Aaron and Aaron's sons, Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. For your brother Aaron you will make sacred vestments to give dignity and magnificence. Ooh. You will instruct all the skilled men whom I have endowed with skill to make Aaron's vestments for his consecration to my priesthood. These are the vestments which they must make: a pectoral, an ephod, a robe, an embroidered tunic, a turban, and a belt. They must make sacred vestments for your brother Aaron and his sons, for them to be priests in my service. They will use gold and violet material, red, purple, and crimson, and finely woven linen. So violet could be a form of blue, but as far as I know, violet is not blue either. Type of blue, it's a purplish, it's purple red. Okay, what's the matter? It matters. It matters to be exact, to know exactly, right? I think in stuff like this, I don't think we have any kind of leeway. We just do as we're told to do. One could ask the question, ugh, why all these fancy things, right? Yes, fancy clothes, this, that, what does it matter? The thing is, though, that when one aspires at something, you want to give your best, don't you? You want to look your best as well, right? Clean, well made up, right? Yes? Yeah. But in truth, it should ring true when one takes care of oneself and yeah. Like they say, an apple can look really good on the outside and is rotten on the inside. Yeah? Yes? I think that I've seen people who didn't have much and their clothes weren't as fancy as other people's or this or that, but they were clean, they were neat, and there was just something that shone from the inside out. You could see that made the whole person amazingly beautiful. Amazingly beautiful. Well, anyway, so what's God teaching us here again, right? Yes? The ephod. They will make the ephod of finely woven linen embroidered with gold, violet purple, red purple, and crimson. I think God really likes red. You know, I wonder if with all them colors always kind of in a red kind of stratosphere, if that became the color of love, right? Yes? Yeah, interesting. God has his preferences when it came to certain things, or did he know that's possible for them? And I'd like to have a uniform kind of, yeah, yes, yeah. Oh, God, I don't know. I'm just thinking. How's God thinking? It will have two shoulder straps joined to it. It will be joined to them by its two edges. The waistband on the ephod to hold it in position must be of the same workmanship and be of a piece with it, of gold, violet purple, red purple, and crimson materials, and finely woven linen. Finely woven linen. Must have been difficult to do that at that time in a way. Man, I've seen some weavers that, oh my gosh, some of the Chinese weavers with this string that you can hardly see, and just amazing, just beautiful designs and this and that. I guess it exists all over the world in different ways and forms, but it's such an amazing craft, isn't it? I think so too. Yes, I saw. Oh, there we go again. I just talk, right? Well, it's not. It's kind of like, okay, what comes to mind when you read all this, right? Yes. Yeah. Does it always have to be a really interesting story about, this, that, or even just okay, the instructions given to the Israelites on how to do something? I have all these things going through my mind as I'm reading, right? That I'm interested in, I've seen, and I've marveled over, right? Yes. Yeah, so um, I saw a very simple frame of just four pieces of wood, and then the holes, where or hooks or holes, and then where the linen was attached to it, and then somebody was embroidering in it. And I have a lot of embroidery thread up there. I mean, a lot. Somebody gave to me. Oh, somebody passed away, and guess what? A lot of it came my way. Didn't even know the lady, and but my brother-in-law knew them, and he went to the funeral, and it ended up they had to do some cleaning out. They didn't know where to go with the stuff, and he says my sis-in-law would love some of this stuff, and it's other people already have also, I've given some things away, and people are just like, oh, and every time I've used the things that I got from her, I think of her, thank you. It's another form of, even if you don't even know someone, but you've gotten some of their things, right? What that they were interested in. Now you get to continue the interest, maybe in a little bit of a different way, but yet. So I've got all this embroidery thread up there. I mean, a lot of it. There's a big old basket full. And I saw it, I'm going, you know what? Yeah, and I'm not good at stuff like that. I'm going to do it anyway. Why not? And you know what? I bet something really good will come out of it. I'll be looking at it and go, wow, for my level of skill in that, that's really good. Right? Yes. How do I approach things? Right? With I have to, I must, or yeah, not really trained in this or skilled in this yet. I'm going to give it a try anyway because I'm excited about it. Yes? Yeah. That just makes life more interesting. Yeah. All right, Danielle, I'll keep going. You and your stories. You will then take two cornelians and engrave them with the names of the sons of Israel, 6 of their names on one stone, the remaining 6 names on the other in the order of their birth. Oh, now they said that in the videos that this was the 12 tribes of Israel. Maybe this is what this is true. But in order of their birth? By the stone carver's art, seal, engraving, you will engrave the 2 stones with the names of the sons of Israel. You will have them mounted in gold settings, and you will put the 2 stones on the shoulder straps of the ephod to commemorate the sons of Israel. In this way, Aaron will bear their names on his 2 shoulders. Now Israel, we got to remember, was who? Right. You will also make golden rosettes and 2 chains of pure gold twisted like cord, and will attach the cord like chains to the rosettes. Sounds pretty. The breastplate of judgment. Ooh. You will make the breastplate of judgment of the same embroidered work as the ephod. You will make it of gold, violet purple, red purple, and crimson materials, and finely woven linen. It must be square and doubled over, a span in length and a span in width. In it you will set 4 rows of stones, a sard, topaz, and emerald for the first row. Sard. What's a sard? Never heard of that. A sard. I bet one of my adopted daughters would know what that is. For the second row, a garnet, sapphire, and diamond. For the third row, a hyacinth. A hyacinth. That's a stone too. I don't know that. A ruby and amethyst. I have 2 stones I need to go and check out. And for the fourth row, a beryl, a cornelian, and a jasper. These must be mounted in gold settings. So here again, there's one more thing I want to say to this. Sometimes people work with all kinds of things for healing, this, that, and precious gems is one, right? Yes. I've even heard, I've suggested to someone with had kidney failure, I said, how about you use this, just try it out. I said, if it doesn't work, now your kidneys aren't dead yet. If it doesn't work, then, it won't hurt either, right? This is what I got. It was a Christian. He said, no, I don't deal with pagan things. Okay, so are you telling me God's pagan? He's using, what is he using? Precious stones. Precious stones for what? Yes? Well, there you go. Oh, here's Hank.
Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen, my darling son. You're up.
Come on, Hanky. Let's go outside.
All right, let's continue here. So, again, I'm finding just about everything that somehow is associated with other religions, even evil, that, no. God's the master of everything. He's the creator of everything. And just because people want to, they don't get to take these things from God, right? And then again, people start these superstitious things, right? And even reject God's healing, right? Yes, through the knowledge of others. Okay, I'm just saying. And for the fourth row, a beryl. I don't know what a beryl is either. A cornelian and a jasper. Oh, these must be mounted in gold settings. The stones will correspond to the names of the sons of Israel, 12 like their names, engraved like seals, each with the name of one of the 12 tribes. Oh, here we go. For the breastplate you will make chains of pure gold. 12 tribes. For the breastplate you will make chains of pure gold twisted like cords. And on the breastplate you will make 2 gold rings, putting the 2 rings on the 2 outside edges of the breastplate and fastening the 2 gold cords to the 2 rings on the outside edges of the breastplate. The other 2 ends of the cords you will fasten to the 2 rosettes. Nifty. There are actually quite a few videos on what these garments look like. Pretty interesting. That had to be kind of heavy, that breastplate. I mean, it has, the stones aren't tiny. They're kind of, they're a good size. Yeah. So that had to be kind of heavy. It's like a God's armor, right? All these precious stones.
Heavy for who?
For the priests, to take care of the Ark of the Covenant.
You know they weren't doing any push-ups.
I don't know. I mean, that was a life of work, you know. They all had to work to survive. Putting these on the shoulder straps of the ephod on the front. You will also make 2 gold rings and put them on the 2 edges of the breastplate on the inner side against the ephod. And you will make 2 gold rings and put them low down on the front of the 2 shoulder pieces of the ephod, close to the join, above the waistband of the ephod. The breastplate will be secured by a violet-purple cord passed through its rings and those of the ephod. Hi, Hank. Good morning, our 3-legged buddy. Huh? Oh, well, you're getting so white, too. Look at all the white hair he's getting. Oh, he's still such a sweetie pie. Oh, good morning. So, yeah, feel so honored to have you here this morning. Yes, you too, son. I could feel that stare. My dog's more important to me.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
He's the most important.
Uh-huh.
He's not exactly the most chill, but he's definitely the most important.
Aw, we like that. We like our animals. All right, let's see. The cord passed through its rings and those of the ephod, so that the breastplate will sit above the waistband and not come apart from the ephod. Thus Aaron will bear the names of the sons of Israel on the breastplate of judgment on his heart when he enters the sanctuary as a reminder before Yahweh always. Now that makes sense now, doesn't it? Yes? You're not just the exalted priestess, Nat. You're the one who gets to go inside. Da, 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 da. People become a bit arrogant and stuff like that when you get to do special things, right? Especially for God. But here, God makes sure that you're carrying all 12 tribes with you. And within each stone, each tribe, all the people that would represent that tribe. And that is how you're not just carrying yourself in there. You're carrying everybody with you in there. Right? So make the breastplate heavy enough that it is a reminder. Yep. Right? Stay humble, stay grateful, and know you're not working just for me or for yourself. You're working for everybody out there in this really important time, in this really important place. Right? Yes? Yeah, that's good. See, I can go with that. To the breastplate of judgment you will add the Urim and the Thummim. And these will be on Aaron's heart when he goes into Yahweh's presence. And Aaron will bear the Israelites' judgment on his heart in Yahweh's presence always. Wow, that is beautiful. That so resonates with me. And so there is always a reason, right? God has a reason for this is what I want you to do, and this is the reason why. Now it's up to you to understand why I'm doing this and what responsibility you carry. Yes? Oh, okay. The robe. You will make the robe of the ephod entirely of violet purple. In the center, it will have an opening for the head, the opening to have rounded a border woven like the neck of a coat of mail, so that it will not get torn. On its lower hem, you will make pomegranates of violet purple, red purple, and crimson. And see, violet purple, pomegranates aren't blue. And finally, woven linen all around the hem, with golden bells between them all around. I get hooked up on the blue, don't I? But there's a reason for that. A golden bell and then a pomegranate alternately all around the lower hem of the robe. Aaron must wear it when he officiates, and the tinkling will be heard when he goes into the sanctuary, into Yahweh's presence, or leaves it, and so he will not incur death. Oh, tinkling of bells. That's interesting. Where I grew up, there is a lot of churches now have church bells. And when Mass starts, right, when the priest comes out onto the pulpit there, the bells ring first, right? They ring in the Mass. The people know, okay, we have, right? Mass is starting. The priest is standing in front of, right? Interesting, isn't it? Yes? May have nothing to do with that, but yet, in a way, it does, doesn't it? So everybody knew in the whole town, Mass is starting somewhere, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, well, just saying. The symbol of consecration makes perfect sense to me. Makes more sense to me now. Of course, the bells ringing every time. It's just the sound. I can't see that sound could ever be annoying or anything. I always loved the sound of the church bells anytime. The symbol of consecration. You will make a flower of pure gold, and on it, as you would engrave a seal, you will engrave consecrated to Yahweh. You will put it on a violet purple cord. It will go on the turban. The front of the turban is the place where it must go. This will go on Aaron's brow. And Aaron will thus take on himself the shortcomings in the holy things consecrated by the Israelites, in all their holy offerings. It will be on his brow permanently, to make them acceptable to Yahweh. The tunic you will weave of fine linen, and make a turban of fine linen and an embroidered waistband. There's absolutely nothing that comes to my mind on this one. The turban. He has to take on what? Mind. It's hard. Heart to mind. The breastplate is by his heart, right? Yes, so we read about now the turban, right? There is another symbol of to remind Aaron the responsibility that he carries and how the heart to mind has to work together. Right? So Aaron doesn't suddenly become just thinking just in according to his own will, right? To his own choice. Right? That's kind of what it sounds like to me. Heart to mind connected through the breastplate and the turban with the gold, the little gold symbol on it. Yeah? Yes, that kind of makes sense. The vestments of the priests. For the sons of Aaron you will make tunics and waistbands. You will also make them headdresses to give dignity and magnificence. You will dress your brother Aaron and his sons in these. You will then anoint them, invest them, and consecrate them to serve me in the priesthood. You will also make them linen breeches reaching from waist to thigh, to cover their bare flesh. Aaron and his sons will wear these when they go into the tent of meeting and when they approach the altar to serve in the sanctuary as a precaution against incurring mortal guilt. Ooh. This is a perpetual decree for Aaron and for his descendants after him. That's the end of 28. Interesting. So, I am a woman. These are men. So some things, I guess, we experience together as man and woman, or we have kind of the same, same responsibilities. Some things we really unite under. Certain other things a woman has to do on her own, like give birth. And I think that for men it is the same. There are just certain things that they are responsible for. Right? So the reason I'm saying this is that there isn't, not everything I understand as the object to the subject, which subject is man, object is woman. Now, does that make me less or anything? No. It's a position that you have. So there's no confusion. Right? Everybody has their place. So a man reading maybe this particular passage, Exodus 28, has different thoughts that come to his mind on why that needs to be, why that is a good thing, and understands God better than I do, right, from a woman's standpoint, right? So some things, as I said, make, oh yeah, oh wow, really, oh I perfectly understand. Even now, it applies. Certain things even now apply, even though we do things differently. We're not. I don't know if there's a tabernacle out there anymore somewhere. I mean, like the Ark, and on how that's all being still celebrated or how to say, early in the morning, my brain's not awake yet for all the words. Still implemented, right? Yet, interesting. I find that, now going through Exodus, you're getting into the parts where that's many of these different things still apply a little bit in different ways, but that's still what connects us, teaches us to be connected to God in many ways too, right? Yes. All right. Well, that's it. Everybody's awake. Oh, heck is sleeping. The 3 dogs are out running the perimeter. I got to make some food for them and then go to the barn. It's a cold day. It's supposed to start snowing tomorrow, so we'll see. Right? Yes, gotta get ready for more snow. We're ready. What am I saying? We're ready. Well, that's all I have to say this morning. Yes, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of an exciting chapter in many ways. Maybe it's because I work with fabric and stuff, right? And as I like precious stones, as well. I like them. I mean, I think they're very interesting. I did have, I'll share that as the last thing here this morning, a friend dying, and this daughter that I mentioned, she's very much into stones, and I could tell that my friend was having a really hard time in some ways, and I talked to her about it, and she said there are some stones that you can have the dying hold, and you know what? I can't tell you what they are anymore now. I think one of them may have been a quartz crystal, and the other one, was it maybe a carnelian? But you can go and look it up. I mean, the information's all out there. I'll ask her, and then I'll let you know what those exactly were. She says put those in his hands, and see if that might help. And I did, and sure enough, I mean, the odd thing is that he hadn't moved his hands or anything in some time. I mean, he was actively dying, and and I laid those stones, put his hand up like this, and I laid the stones in it, and he closed his hand around the stones. It was really amazing to watch that, and it didn't take long, just a few minutes, and he became really calm, and as if through the stones somehow, and there was a strength in the stones, and I don't know, that helped in a way. Yes, I don't know the exact what it was, but Is that important? Or was the help given? Yes, important. Well, anyway, there it is. I'll try to. I'll have to write this down, and then I'll let you guys know. I'll ask her what those stones were. And I gotta find out the sword. Sword's the only one I remember. I gotta go back in there. I gotta find out what the stones were. See, that's why I write everything down right away. God's love and blessings always, and may He protect you. And I will talk to y'all another time.